Welcome, class. Today is lesson 6. I hope you're not here on accident and that you've done lesson 5. If you haven't done lesson 5, get out of here. In lesson 6 today, we've got something fun planned for you. We are going to do a little bit of MASH. And today, we'll create our families. Let's go. Okay, class, here we are. Lesson 6, your family's backstory. Let's get going. So we are still working with central idea. This is going to be like making a backstory for your character so that you don't have to make a bunch of stuff up. You can let our formula below kind of decide some things for you. The main things we want to accomplish here are have a background for our family, our made-up family for our simulation. It'll be important later on. We have to do this. And then we're going to have you kind of thinking about your own life versus this fictional family that you've just created. Instructions, cool. More steps that you can read through if you want to, but I'm going to fast forward to the part that I think you want to see me demonstrate for you, because there's 2 different ways you could do it, and they're both super okay to do. So up above it says we're going to do MASH. It was an old game I know that I used to play as a kid, and I'm sure that there are some of you who played it with your friends as well. So MASH stands for Mansion, Apartment, Shack, House. So we're going to use this game to give you some background. And the game works like this. Pick a number between like 2 and 30, and the more middle of the road your number is, the faster it'll go, and the more fun it'll be. Too low, not fun. Too high, too slow. Living situation we'll start with. So if I chose the number 6, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and cross that off. I could do Alt-Shift-5. There we go. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that was 6. I'm not a math teacher. Who cares? I think that was definitely 7, but that's fine. So the point that you should take away from this is when I finish crossing off a number or crossing off an option, you're going to go to the next one and start counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, this one should have been crossed off. I don't know why it matters or why I'm taking the time to do that. Make fun of me. So anyways, at this point, I would keep doing that. I would go down to the bottom, and I could snake my way back up to the top and down and through this one, and then back to the start. That's one way. Another way that we can do this is we could actually just stick to one category until we have something chosen and then move to the next one. I kind of like that way best. So we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cross it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cross it off. And notice that when I start with the next one. So it would be shack and then house. And so I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's the one I'm left with. When I'm left with the one that the formula is chosen for me, I can highlight it, and that way I'm not going to forget. It would be obvious since it's crossed out, but it's even easier to see if you highlight it for myself. Now, I finished with this category, and I'd move on to the next one, and I'd repeat with the same number I chose from before. And that's it. When you get to the end of this, you'll have chosen all of your different categories for your family and for yourself, your character. Finally, at the bottom, there's a little chart for you to fill out based upon the backstory that you created above. And the only thing that really isn't in there for sure is down at the bottom, please tell a story. Short story, small story, tiny story. Because I don't want you to take forever telling it, but I do want an interesting idea. You should let the things we just learned about your character and their personality create something funny. Just like we know in fiction writing, it's a lot easier to base some of that off of our own experiences. So that's why connecting our own lives into this fictional character could help you and not get you stuck in that annoying writer's block. Okay. I hope that helped. I hope you don't have any questions at this point. But if you do, email me or request a Zoom. I'll be here all day, all week, all month. All right, class. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of fun we got to have today. It's going to pay off in the future because a lot of the decisions we make in our simulation will be related to some of these choices we made about our families. As always, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you soon.